Hey guys, today's video is this makeup look using some of my current absolute favorite products that I just can't get enough of. Literally holy grail after holy grail in this video, so I'm really excited to share it with you guys. I really went back and forth a lot on whether I should do this video with my favorites or a video of a full face of makeup products I regret purchasing. But ultimately I just decided to do this because I felt like it was something really classic where I could share a lot of the stuff that I've been sharing on Instagram and TikTok. Those will be linked in the description below if you guys are interested in following me there as well. And then all of the products also will be in the description, like always. You guys know that. But let me know in the comments if you want my makeup regrets video as well. But I think that's it, so let's get into it. I'm gonna start prepping my skin with the Embryolisse cream. I always come back to this. I love it. It is a really strong scent, but there is a sensitive version that I believe is unscented. I think it's so nice because it really quickly soaks in and plumps up your skin without leaving it feeling greasy, but it's got a little bit of tackiness to it. So I love using that by itself or with a primer. The Shiseido Synchro Skin Primer has been my favorite. Soft blurring primer. Put it on kind of the T-zone of my face. Another favorite of mine that I always use when I want my skin to look flawless is the Say Super Glowy Gel. I'm actually going to use my finger to apply this first. Again, kind of focusing in that T-zone under the eyes and really places that I would naturally highlight, so kind of around the brow bone. Under foundation, it just gives you this very like lit from within glow. My favorite foundation, you'll probably have seen me rave about this. So thin, but the way that it reflects light again is just like the first time I wore it and I took pictures, like flash photos, and my skin looked airbrushed. I was just in awe because it felt like I had nothing on my skin. Start with one pump and see if I need to add more. I use my fingers to apply this. This is shade B10, very rough application, a little down my neck just to make sure it's blended. I'm going to use this very fluffy brush from BK Beauty. I have been loving these brushes so much. I met Lisa recently on a trip to Massachusetts, actually, with Jane Iredale, which was very exciting for me because, you know, I'm from Massachusetts. I didn't realize that this was her brand, and they had sent me a bunch, and I've been using them. They're so soft. The red handle also is so gorgeous. Just making sure that this is really well blended out, and I liked blend it into my ears a little bit like that. Even looking at my skin in the mirror, you can't really tell that I have even that much foundation on. In my mind, honestly, nothing beats Chanel's base products. Normally I do my eyes before my base, but I'm a little out of order today, which is fine. The Makeup by Mario Brow Gel, I'm gonna do this one first. The brush takes a learning curve to figure out how to use it well. I just prefer a regular old spoolie type of brush to separate my brows out nicely, but I can never find brow gels that are the extra hold that I need and have this type of spoolie brush. They're always these like weird comb brushes. Really quickly, I'm going to throw on this Burt's Bees Wild Blueberry Lip Balm. This smells so good, like exactly like blueberry pie. I also think it's part of like a charity collaboration, Friends of Catahin Woods and Waters, I think is how it's pronounced. It's Maine Wild Blueberry Pinpoint eyeshadow palette from Colorgram in pink and mauve. This shade here. Putting this in the crease right now just to kind of set down a little bit of a base. Moving on to this shade, layering that on top of this, and I'm going to bring it under my eye just with that same fluffy brush. Moving on to some of these darker shades. Focus that more on the like outer 2/3 of the eye. Yeah, I just find it so hard to find these like very pretty kind of cool toned browns and mauves. I feel like we're really into the cool tone shadows right now, but everything is either an actual blue or a gray. And then I'm using the darkest shade in the palette, adding a little bit more definition and darkness into the eye, blending out this edge at the top. Normally I would extend it out on the outer edge, but I'm gonna just kind of blend this in so it's almost this kind of like rounded look. Combo the lightest 3 matte shades on my lid and blend it right here in this corner and add a little more definition under the eye like that. Fill in my brows. I like to do this after my shadow so I know how long to make the tail of my brows. And I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. For concealer, I'm kind of in between shades, so I'm going to do a dot of 2 different shades here. This is the Lancome All Over Concealer. That was shade 90, and this is 115. the Hourglass concealer brush and blending this out, and then blend those other spots on my face. Love this blush so much. I'm going to take it on the 109 brush by BK Beauty and Westman Atelier's Petal. I just love how this blends into the skin. It is so beautiful. The only criticism I have for this is that I think the cap is very shallow. I don't know if you can see the smushed product in there. You have to be very careful about twisting it almost all the way back down before putting the cap on. Probably see me use this powder. It's the Sculpting Powder by Kevyn Aucoin. It's one of my favorites. I don't know if you can see that, but really beautiful. But I recently got introduced to this Judy Doll contour and highlighting palette. This fluffy eyeshadow brush, giving my cheeks a bit of a contour here. I think this is so pretty, especially because I have a bad habit of over contouring, especially under my chin here. It's actually really nice for a lip contour. And then there's a matte highlighter. I've never used a matte highlighter before, but let's try this out and just kind of give a little bit of a highlight. It looks like I'm losing the natural light a little bit, so I'm going to add a light. I don't know if it makes a huge difference, but we're gonna roll with it. For blush, I have this beautiful shade from Jane Iredale. The shade is Cotton Candy, and it's kind of a more cool leaning neutral. I'm going to set my blush with that. I think it's so pretty the way it just kind of melts into your makeup. Another K-Beauty favorite of mine is the Matte Mineral Setting Powder by Innisfree. Tiniest bit of this. Tap it off, tap a little off in the cap, really work it into the pad, then set under my eyes and around my face. Pick up more up off of my hand, set the other eye. It's my favorite to use in the summertime. You just really have to be careful to not use too much of it or you'll get flashback. My trusty Kevyn Aucoin lash curler. Start with this base. It has fibers in it and has a little bit of a blue tint to it. And I feel like this really helps your lashes hold the curl. Chanel's Le Volume de Chanel Mascara. And I'm working one eye at a time because this primer really dries down and I want to make sure that my lashes are in the right place with the mascara before it dries down. Charlotte Tilbury's Pillow Talk Fair. This has really been my go-to lip liner lately. I just think it's such a pretty pink for fair skin. I've talked about this so much on my TikTok. Pat McGrath's Satin Allure lipstick in Failed Rose. Let me just show you why I love it. So beautiful. You can still get a very sheer wash of color or really build it up, but it never feels too thick or too slippery on your lips while still also being very hydrating. I might actually cool it up a little bit with Makeup Forever's Artist Color Pencil in Endless Cacao. Try to give this a very light hand and line around the edge of my lips. This adds a nice bit of shading without being too gray or too brown, so that lipstick can really still be the star. Do I want bronzer? I'm going to just do a little tiny bit. The Makeup by Mario Skin Enhancer in a very fluffy brush. And put this on really lightly. I feel like it doesn't do a ton on camera, but in person it does just add a tiny bit more dimension into my skin. I'm going to set my face. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dewy Set Setting Spray. Be kind of generous with that and fan this out, let it dry really well before I open my eyes. With this puff and no additional setting powder, I'm just going to press this on any of those places that I had set before because there'll be a little bit of residual powder on this and it'll just make sure that those are a soft matte finish. This is a Westman Atelier highlighter in the shade Lit. At first glance appears to be a clear highlighter, but it's got a little bit of a blue shimmer in it that's almost undetectable. And I like to concentrate it on the apple of my cheek, almost in a little circle, and bring it up onto the brow bone like that. This is a really great sheer highlighter to add on top just to kind of color correct a little bit. It doesn't look blue on your cheeks, but it just cools down that blush a little bit. All right, this is our finished look. Don't forget to leave me a comment down below and hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time.